Hello, everybody. Hi, Snitch. How's my favorite kitty? Shh, don't tell the others. I'm coming. Hey, throwing my stuff around. That's a Billy thing to do. Hello, Nana Laura. Hello, Buzzy Pug. Grandson starts pre-K, pre-K4. Brain work, please. I need you right now. Congratulations. And best of luck. Early mornings. Not my thing. Hi, Eva. Come on, Eva. Come on, Eva. Ooh, I gotta clip your nails again. They're getting owie on me. Hi, Billy. Come on. Begs the question. Hello, Joey Bag of Donuts. Pardon me while I get glared at. You okay there? I feel in danger. Hello, Bettina. Okay, guys, I need to feed the beasts, or I will not be okay. The chair got moved. This got moved. Can I have this, please? Please? Can I have this, please? Can I have this, please? Can I have this, please? Thank you. Oh no, I left these lights on. Oops, the lights are dead. Over there. I'm gonna need to break out my allergy meds. Hello, Jen Callum. Hello, Jerry Matthew Boyd. I hope you got some sleep. Oh, I said maybe. I said maybe. My goodness. Selective deafness. Hello, Jenny Green. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Frank. Welcome back. Hello, Squishy. I haven't heard anything. He sent me a message on Discord yesterday and the day before, but not anything about him. He sent me a body cam to watch, I think it was. I hope he's okay. Hello, Eileen and Carlin. Oh, I'm so happy you found it. I knew cushions were involved somehow. Thank you so much, Wolf Lord Lover. Is it his blood sugar? You guys know more than I do. Please enlighten me. Is he okay? Hello, Otto. Oh, I might have a couple. 3 or 4. Oh no. I really hope he went in. I hope his daughter's still staying with him. Oh. I really hope he's okay. Everybody will definitely be praying. Oh, golly. Yeah. Manny, if you see this, we're all rooting for you. All right, guys. Well, I did find court stuff. I went back in time. I went to the archive drive. I got mad today because nothing was working on the downloader. But hey, good news. My van that I'm supposed to take to the mechanic tomorrow for the back hatch latch. The latch just decided to sporadically start working. It just suddenly, I guess it works when it wants to. So I called and left a message on the mechanic's phone that I won't be coming in. So it's working again. I'm happy about that. I'm sure the AC is still toast. I didn't test it, but at least I can open the back hatch. We'll definitely be praying, and I really hope he's okay. I really hope he went in. All right, guys, I'm going to put court stuff on. I'm going to grab my allergy medicine. It's right next to me. I just can't reach it. I got to stand up for it.
Okay. Folks, Council Reagan, please unmute. Council Douglas. Just trying to connect. Okay. Council Douglas.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Sorry to get you up so early or get into court, but we have this hospital arraignment. This was from yesterday. Are you ready, folks?
It's Martin Wilcox.
That is correct.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the gentleman on Officer Williams' phone who's laying down in the bed. Sir, please state your full name.
Alexander Martin Wilcox.
Thank you, sir. I'm Magistrate Jeff Dasser. You're here on a criminal matter. Case number is 240-5533-701. You have an attorney. Go ahead, Counsel Reagan.
Your Honor, Reagan, on behalf of Mr. Martin Wilcox, and we waive the form of reading stand mute, been advised of his rights.
Thank you. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Court dates are January 29, 2024, probable cause conference, followed by preliminary examination. February 5th, 2024. Both matters are in front of Judge Giles. Mr. Martin Wilcoxon, sir, while this case is pending, couple bond conditions. You're not to have contact at all with Antoine Desmere Johnson Jr., and you're not to possess any firearms or any other dangerous weapons. You understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
That being said, I don't have a case history. I don't have criminal history. Okay. And he does have ties in the Detroit area. Counsel Douglas, go ahead, Esteban.
Jennifer Douglas for the people, P72748. Your Honor, we are asking for a bond of $300,000 cash assurity with tether house arrest. Here, we think there's a high likelihood of conviction and that Mr. Martin Wilcox poses a danger, at the very least, to the complaining witness. Here, the complaining witness was able to identify the defendant. The complaining witness said that they had known Mr. Martin Wilcox for some time. We would also point out that the complaining witness stated that Mr. Martin Wilcox had kept asking him to meet him. And during this meeting is when Mr. Martin Wilcox allegedly shot the complaining witness. We would point out that that means that Martin Wilcox had decided to bring a gun to this meeting he kept asking for. Your Honor, according to the complaining witness, there was an argument because he would not provide the defendant with marijuana without getting paid, Your Honor, and that during the argument, at some point, the defendant pulled out a gun and shot him multiple times.
Now, keep in mind, this is Michigan, where it's legal and there's a dispensary on nearly every corner. I know, right? Seems like there could have been better ways to go about getting a stash.
Chest, the complaining witness did have to get hospital treatment. He had to have emergency surgery. According to the allegations in the report, the complaining witness also had a firearm and fired back, and that is how Mr. Martin Wilcox ended up in the hospital. There was a scene that the police responded to that appeared to support what the complaining witness said, where there was multiple casings, money, and a phone. So, Your Honor, given the lack of provocation that Mr. Martin Wilcox seemed to repeatedly try to get the complaining witness to that location, and that he had brought a gun with him, the number of alleged shots into the chest of the complaining witness, where vital organs are, we believe that he is at the very least a danger to the complaining witness. So we're asking for $300,000 cash assurity with tether house arrest.
Counsel Reagan, go ahead.
Judge, she made that sound so very one-sided. So, Your Honor, when you're talking about, an investigator's report, you're talking about two individuals, and let's just call it what it is. Have known each other for a while, Judge, and both have guns, both talking about marijuana. It's like you hear one side of the story from the complainant. He got shot, but my client got shot as well, Judge. So when you hear his side, what are you going to do? You got one side, the other side. Is there going to be some doubt? Because my client's going to tell a completely different story. And just because the police see a lot of a lot of shell casings, doesn't mean that it's consistent with what the complaint says. He's going to try to tell his side because he doesn't want to go to jail. He don't want to look like the one that was out there shooting. So he's going to give a version that suits his needs. Judge, they both had guns, allegedly. And they both got shot, allegedly, Judge. So when you talk about my client did this and did that, it's got to actually come out, Your Honor, when this case goes to court. And it's going to play out because you're going to hear a different side. So I just want the court to be mindful of that. It wasn't my client going to rob somebody he's known for years that could identify him if he robbed him. I mean, or whatever, Judge. It was more to it than that. So it'll come out though, Judge. I think 300,000 is excessive.
No, actually, Reagan, that's exactly what it's like. Yeah, the other guy was selling weed, but your client showed up to rob him and then shot him after robbing him, and the guy just so happened to shoot back. No, that's exactly how it sounds.
I'm asking the court for a high personal bond with the GPS tether, maybe house arrest, because it's a serious charge and he can fight his case, Judge, while he's either in the hospital or he's at home, resting and recuperating from his gunshot wound to the neck. So that's what I'm asking for, Judge.
Thank you. I've heard the representations on both sides. When either side is asking or where there is a monetary bond amount asking for on this case, court has to look at the clear and convincing evidence standard. And in this case, along with assault with intent to murder, there's a robbery arm charge. And under robbery arm, under the court rule 6.106, the court can entertain a remand on this particular matter. However, the prosecutor is not asking for a remand, is asking for a monetary bond. And listening from both sides is that there was a shootout. It all started because of allegedly that Mr. Martin Wilcoxon calls the complaint, wants to get some marijuana. The complaint, I guess, sells marijuana, has known the defendant for a while, has sold him marijuana. However, when Mr. Martin Wilcox, after the complaint, looks at his phone, sees that there's no money to be provided, and I can't remember if it's some sort of app on the computer that the defendant did not have cash out on the allegedly the defendant was attempting to purchase some marijuana from the complaint but did not have physical cash, but instead showing cash app on his phone. The complainant observed that the cash app account had no funds. At that point, supposedly the defendant pulls out a firearm and basically says, "Give me everything." At some point, the complainant, who has a firearm, also has a valid concealed pistol license. There is a shooting, okay, and the complainant says that had he not shot back, he believed that he would have been killed. In this particular matter, the court finds that, okay, Mr. Martin Wilcoxon is a danger not only to the complainant, but as well as to the community at large. So his bond is going to be $300,000 cash surety with an additional bond condition, GPS with a home arrest. And I believe this is going to be unaffordable. Is that correct, counsel? Reagan?
Correct, yeah. Yes, sir. So
that means that he's going to have an unaffordable court date of January 23rd, 2024, 9 o'clock in front of Judge McConicle.
Thank you, Honor.
Anything else, counsels?
No.
Thank you.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Officer Williams, thank you very much for allowing to use your phone. That concludes the arraignment on Mr. Martin Wilcoxon. Thank you.
What's your name at the Wayne County Jail?
That's my guy right there, Your Honor.
What's his name?
Martin Wilcox. That's Martin Wilcoxon.
That is him. That is him. Okay, call the case, please.
Case number 24055333701. The people of the state of Michigan versus Alexander Khalil Martin Wilcoxon. The defendant is charged with count 1, assault with intent to murder. Count 2, 4, 6, and 8, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 3, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation. Count 5, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. Count 7, robbery armed. And today is the day and time set for a bond redetermination. Appearances, please.
And Judge, good morning. Steve Vincent for the people, P71917.
Philip Reagan on behalf of Mr. Alexander Martin Wilcox, and sir, could you state your name for the record, please?
Alexander Martin Wilcox.
Argument.
Judge, my client's 18. This was a kind of crazy one, Judge. My client's 18, Judge. He's accused of shooting a gentleman that he was meeting.
He
was accused of shooting a gentleman that he was meeting to allegedly buy marijuana from. So, Judge, what happened? It looks like, he knows this guy and him, dealt with each other. They deal with each other all the time.
Notice the confusion on Judge McConaughey's face. He is absolutely perplexed right now, stunned that this happened.
And they came to meet to make a transaction of some marijuana. And the other gentleman, the complainant, looks like he looked at my client's cash out. He wanted cash. My client had cash app, something about, I don't see any money in it. Then it's alleged that all of a sudden my client pulls out a gun of somebody he's known for all these years, or known all this time, and just starts to shoot him. I have to let you know, Judge, that's not how it happened. That's not how it went down. But obviously, there are two sides to it. So the other gentleman starts returning fire, and he gets shot. My client gets shot in the neck. The other gentleman gets shot. So everybody's getting shot, Judge. But it's not exactly how it happened in the report. And I'm going to tell you that. My client never pulled out a gun initially trying to rob anybody that he knows. It just doesn't make sense, Judge. You know this person, and you're not going to rob the person you know, because they can easily identify you. So I'm asking the court, his bond is $300,000 cash, Judge. He's 18. Yeah, he has some juvenile stuff going on, Judge. He works at the car wash on 8 Mile in Greenfield. I know how you feel about cars. At the car wash, he washes the cars really good. He has a child, Your Honor. He does have a child. He lives with his mother in the city. So I'm asking the court respectfully. House arrest and a GPS tether was one of the conditions that the magistrate placed. I'm asking the court to consider a personal bond with the same conditions, house arrest and GPS tether. There's a lot going on in this story, Judge, and it's not as simple as it seems.
Okay.
Judge, the people are going to take the position that what doesn't make sense here is the fact that an 18-year-old has a gun. So I think Mr. Reagan ended up just bypassing the whole idea that the defendant, 18 years old, isn't even lawfully able to handle a gun, possess a gun, own a gun. And then after this whole incident went down, the police ended up searching the defendant's house, in his residence, in his bedroom, and they end up finding some type of shotgun as well as ammunition for a firearm. And they put it all together because that room in the house ended up having mail that was associated with the defendant. And, they identified that bedroom as the bedroom that the defendant stays in. So they find firearms in there. They find ammunition in there. The defendant allegedly is shooting at the complainant here. And another thing that Mr. Reagan failed to tell, Your Honor, is the complainant's a valid CPL holder. So let's just get into the allegations just really quickly. So what we have here is we have a drug deal apparently between the defendant and the complainant. Apparently, the deal that the defendant ended up wanting to see happen was the complainant comes, he robs the complainant of all of his drugs, then he shoots him, then allegedly the complainant, while he's still in his car, because the police ended up finding the complainant's blood in his car. He wasn't even able to get out of his car, ends up returning fire. So, Judge, I think it's a very volatile situation right now. All of this stuff is going to get hashed out, Your Honor. But with all due respect, an 18-year-old with guns, guns in his house, allegedly shoots this individual, trying to rob him. And then we have it in a residential area. I mean, Judge, I think a cash bond's appropriate here. I think that the defendant has a lot of things not going in his favor. And with all due respect, the $300,000, I think would protect the community, seeing as though, thank God, nobody else got hurt here. But potentially there could have been a lot of people, because this wasn't one shot, this was multiple shots. Yeah. In a parking area, garage, what have you. So Judge, $300,000 for the AWIM, for all the offenses that he's being charged with, we feel as though that's appropriate.
Judge, I've never heard Mr. Vincent use the words, oh, this is all going to get hashed out. It's all going to get hashed out. And that's true, Mr. Vincent, it's going to get hashed out. But also, I know that the complainant had a valid CPL. So he's a person with the valid CPL going to sell marijuana on the street to another person. I mean, that makes sense too. So, this was a drug deal that you say allegedly went wrong. But what I'm saying is that these guys know each other. This is not a stranger on the street. So something else happened where there was a gunfire exchange. It wasn't my client trying to rob the guy that supplies him allegedly.
Again, that's exactly what it was. And how does the fact that he knew the guy make it better? In every conceivable way, I think that makes it worse. Reagan. Oh, and guys, by the way, this one made the better thumbnail. But the next case is really going to teach you who Reagan is and why we love to hate on him.
It's something else that went wrong, but that'll all get hashed out. As you said, it'll get hashed out. But right now, I don't know about him having guns in the house. I don't know about mail associating him with the house. He lives with his mom. Other people live in that house. So, that's all really not here or there. But, in this particular case, I think that a $300,000 personal bond with GPS tether and house arrest would suffice. My client, knows this guy. There's something that happened. They both got shot, and it's going to hash itself out.
Court, haven't heard the argument, counsel. Court finds that $300,000 cash bond is an unaffordable bond. I don't know if this is time or the place. I don't understand these kinds of big transactions on marijuana when we have dispensaries. You can just lawfully go and buy some marijuana and pick your strand and your type. And I don't understand guns and chaps that with no money in it and hand-to-hand set. I don't understand it in 2024. But that's neither here nor there. We have a drug deal between a known customer, and the known drug deal. That's the only thing that's uncontradicted. We got a drug deal amongst clients and suppliers, and somehow guns are pulled, 2 people get shot. And you both have used the phrase, and I agree, this will get hashed out, whether Mr. Martin Williams was attempting to rob his drug dealer and take the drugs without paying for it, or whether the drug dealer wasn't happy that his client didn't have cash and there was no money in his cash app and he pulled the gun. I don't know. All I know is 2 people got shot in the drug. With that being said, $300,000 cash bond is excessive, also and unaffordable. Bond will be reduced to the amount of $5,000 cash with a GPS tether, house arrest, and no contact provision. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, what was the last part you said? GPS tether, house arrest, and what was the last part?
No contact.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, you're free to go, Mr. Martin Williams.
Limp on out of there.
Mr. Williams, Brian Wilcox, you can leave.
Eric Anton Tyus.
Thank you. Mr. Tyus, this magistrate at Chuck Day, your criminal matter, case numbers 240-5534901. I also have you listed as Duran Smith and Duran Mitchell. You have an attorney. Go ahead, counsel.
Your Honor, right on behalf of Mr. Eric Tyus, waive the formal reading stamp mute. He's been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. Court dates are January 29, 2024, probable cause conference. Followed by preliminary examination, February 5th, 2024. Those matters are in front of Judge King. Mr. Tyus, while this case is pending, okay, one is not to have any contact with Shanina Titus. That means no person-to-person contact, no contact with third parties, no phone calls, no emails, no text messaging. You're not to possess any firearms of any kind or any ammunition of any kind. Also, you're not to go to the location of 18700 Whitcomb Street, City of Detroit. It appears that you and the complainant reside at that same location. You understand all those bond conditions, Mr. Tyus?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there any way I can send my family to get the rest of my things? That's what I was trying to do, to move the rest of my things out.
Right,
It's already paid. Yes.
Mr. Tyus, you're going to have a one-time opportunity with a police escort to go to the location and get your belongings. Do you
So just relax, Mr. Tight Ass.
understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So whether it's you or somebody else, with that being said, I don't have a habeas history. Mr. Titus has some prior convictions, fleeing second degree. The other ones are non-assaultive. He has local ties aside from the Whitcomb. Is that correct, Mr. Titus?
Yes.
Okay, Council Douglas, go ahead.
Jennifer Douglas for the people, P72748. Your Honor, Mr. Tyus, the people are asking for a 50,000 personal bond with tether and a curfew. Here we think there's a danger to the complaining witness. The allegations, of course, being that not only did he slap her, but he allegedly had punched her multiple times in the face and pushed her down the stairs. So, Your Honor, on top of that, we think it's concerning that he allegedly took her phone, which is what would have allowed her to get help faster. That's why we're asking for the 50,000 personal with tether and a curfew to protect the complaining witness.
Council Reagan.
Judge, isn't it ironic that he asked
I'm sorry. I mean, guys, if you didn't know, I had to switch back to the mouse that has the eject button, and I'm sure you all saw. I'm so sorry. I can put it right back up though. Billy hit the eject button again. Like, remember, he used to all the time. Oh man. Oh, I'm so sorry. I gotta get a new mouse because I was just reminded why I stopped using this one. It's got the little eject button on the side. It's actually a back button, but because I'm on a web page streaming, it backs me out. Eject. Oh, well, he was the closest thing. No, he actually did. He sat on my mouse. All right, I can get right back to Mr. Tight Ass. I'm so sorry. Oh, there he was.
Location. You understand all those bond conditions, Mr. Titus? On 24, probable cause conference. Followed by preliminary examination, February 5th, 2024. Those matters are in front of Judge King. Mr. Titus, while this case is pending, okay, one is not to have any contact with Shanina Titus. That means no person-to-person contact, no contact with third parties, no phone calls, no emails, no text messaging. You're not to possess any firearms of any kind or any ammunition of any kind. Also, you're not to go to the location of 18700 Whitcomb Street, City of Detroit. It appears that you and the complainant reside at that same location. You understand all those bond conditions, Mr. Titus?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there any way I can send my family to get the rest of my things? That's what I was trying to do, to move the rest of my things
All
out.
right,
It's
Mr.
already paid.
Titus.
Yes.
Mr. Titus, you're gonna have a one-time opportunity with a police escort to go to the location and get your belongings. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So whether it's you or somebody else. With that being said, I don't have a habeas history. Mr. Titus has some prior convictions, fleeing second degree. The other ones are non-assaultive. He has local ties aside from the Whitcomb. Is that correct, Mr. Titus?
Yes.
Okay, Council Douglas, go ahead.
Jennifer Douglas for the people, P72748. Your Honor, Mr. Tyus, the people are asking for a 50,000 personal bond with tether and a curfew. Here we think there's a danger to the complaining witness. The allegations, of course, being that not only did he slap her, but he allegedly had punched her multiple times in the face and pushed her down the stairs. So, Your Honor, on top of that, we think it's concerning that he allegedly took her phone, which is what would have allowed her to get help faster. That's why we're asking for the 50,000 personal with tether and a curfew to protect the complaining witness.
Council Reagan.
Judge, isn't it ironic that he asked for the one-time escort to go over and get stuff to get away from there before we even asked for it? Isn't that ironic?
That's not what ironic means, Reagan. Let me. Think you need a dictionary, my friend.
I don't think a tether is necessary, Judge. This is kind of interesting. He was just trying to go to get his stuff, and she kind of flipped it on him. She actually took his glasses. He was trying to leave. She cut him with the knife, Judge, and he's now being charged with domestic violence. He doesn't want to have contact with her, Judge. It was a previous case where he didn't press charges on her. She's mad at him. She's trying to get payback against him by saying he actually hit her, but he never hit her, Judge. He wants to get his stuff. He wants to leave. He was actually over there trying to get his stuff and leave, Judge, when all of this stuff happened. So I am asking for the personal bond, like Ms. Douglas said, but I'm just asking. I don't think a tether is necessary, Judge.
Council Reagan, does he
Yes,
work?
Your Honor. He does. He's a landscaper, Judge. He works 5 days a week, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. He's been doing that for the last 2 years, Judge, landscaping, and those are the hours that he works, Your Honor.
Okay, well, landscaping in the middle of winter.
Well, like snow removal. Yeah,
Yes,
everything.
All right, well, in this particular matter, court has heard representations on both matters. Mr. Titus is going to get a $50,000 personal bond, along with the other bond conditions is that he is going to have a GPS tether. He is going to have work only. And this court does look at in that is that he had supposedly moved out of the location. There is that he went to the location, his previous residence. Allegedly, he said, "What are you doing here? You're supposed to be at work." It was an argument. And then at this point there was an argument between
I don't mean to cut you off, Judge. You said the key word. I don't mean to cut you off, but you said the key words. What are you doing here? He's not trying to be there when she's there. That's my point. He doesn't need a tether. That's my point. You just said my point for me.
He's not supposed to be there.
No,
what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here.
House,
however, is that counsel, you said that there was no injuries. Okay, in this particular matter, okay, there was mentioned, and let me see where it was.
Go ahead, John. She hit his, she tricked him.
She had lacerations on her face and bruises to the left side of her face. That's enough, counsel. So he is going to get a $50,000 personal bond, GPS tether, but it's going to get work only. Anything else from either side?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Titus. You can step aside.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Step in, stand on the black line, stage 4-9.
Williams.
Mr. Williams, this is Magistrate Chadafasser. Good afternoon, sir. You're here on a criminal matter. Case number is 24055350001. Sir, you have an attorney. Go ahead, counsel.
Break it on behalf of Mr. Williams. Waive the reading, stand mute, Your Honor. He has been advised of his rights, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. Court dates are January 29, 2024. It's probable cause conference. Followed by preliminary examination, February 5th, 2024. Both matters are in front of Judge King. Mr. Williams, you have some bond conditions. You're not to have any contact with the complainant, Ms. Parrish. You're not, and that means no person-to-person contact, no contact with third parties, no phone calls, no emails, no text messaging. You're not to possess any firearms of any kind, any ammunition of any kind. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
There is no drinking of any alcoholic beverages, and you're not to go back to the location. I believe that is on Claremont, 3818 Claremont, City of Detroit. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
That being said, Council Douglas, in this particular matter, he has local ties, I believe. I don't have a caveus history. He has prior conviction, home invasion in 2013. Go ahead, Esteban.
Jennifer Douglas for the people. Your Honor, the people are asking for a bond of $10,000 cash, no surety, with tether house arrest for the following reasons. We believe that Mr. Williams is a danger both to the complaining witness and also to the children who are in the home. Your Honor, here, when police responded, allegedly it's the children who came to the door. The report indicates that allegedly the 9-year-old child seemed afraid to talk, and that the 10-year-old child then approached the door and said, "Hurry, he's going to kill her." So, Your Honor, it would appear from these allegations that the children were some sort of witness to what allegedly happened, and that it seems that the children were frightened by what was happening, and apparently one of the children actually thought that Mr. Williams was going to kill the complaining witness. Your Honor, the defendant allegedly attacked the complaining witness, but not just that, that he had pointed a gun at her. The complaining witness was able to tell the police where the gun was, Your Honor. So we do, in fact, think with those facts all together, there's a danger to the complaining witness and also the children, since this allegedly happened in front of them without a concern of having witnesses there.
And this, my friends, this is the one where you just, yes, tiny kitten, that's exactly how I feel.
Council Reagan, go ahead, Esteban, please.
So, Judge, let's put this in real perspective. Mr. Williams came home drunk. He was very intoxicated. Now he's in the back room. The wife and the kids come to open the door for the police. The wife is visibly shaken because she even says, "I never thought, he's never done anything like this before." I mean, that's what she says. The kids are yelling out, "Oh, hurry, police," because they're probably a little bit frightened too, but it's in context, Judge. They're in the front with the police. They're saying these words, but they don't know necessarily exactly what they're saying. They're scared. Now, Judge, if there was a firearm and he was intoxicated, that's not a good combination. I'm going to be the first to admit that. But I don't think this was something that happens normally, because even though his wife said I was surprised that this even happened. They found a small red mark on her cheek. She refused medical attention. And I think this was an isolated alcoholic incident. He has a very good job right now. He's the head of security right now. He makes great money now. This is a brand new job, the best job he ever had. And, Judge, this was a error in judgment by drinking so much to the point where you're worried about somebody else cheating. You know what I'm saying? You're worried about you cheating on me, and you get a little bit out of hand.
Okay, so your client's guilty. He got too drunk and he just did everything that he was accused of doing. You're an amazing defense attorney.
I think that, he should have contact with her now. I think definitely he needs to leave. I agree. But I don't think he's a threat to her. I think this was isolated because even she said that she was surprised that this had happened. He's 55 years old, doesn't have any assaultive history. He does have a home invasion from 2013, over 10 years ago, Judge, a second degree. But, he goes to work every day. He takes care of his kids. He had a bad day, a really bad day this day. And I'm going to be honest about it. Allegedly, it was a bad day that day.
Well, first of all, as having a prior felony conviction, neither side has presented to the court that he's entitled to possess a firearm as well as ammunition. Okay, so that's one thing. And the other thing is that this is not a small thing, especially when you have minor children and you have one minor children, okay, opens the door. The one child is afraid, but kept looking back. Okay, police asked, where's the defendant? In the back. You have another child This is not like a little child that is 3 or 4 or 5 years old. We got a 10-year-old says, hurry. He's going to kill her.
No, well, Judge, he's scared.
No, he's going to kill her. Okay. We
Right.
have a red mark on the complainant's left cheek. Okay.
Right.
We have where the complaint has indicated she's visually shaken, never thought that he would do this to me, that he pointed a firearm, okay, at her head. She begged the defendant to not shoot her. She was in fear of her life. Mr. Williams is a danger to the community. I'm surprised that the counsel for the people is asking for a low bond. But I will go with that low bond.
You're trying to punish based on an investigator's
This court is
report.
not punishing.
That's
This
what
court
it sounds
believes
like.
that
That's what it
Mr.
sounds like.
Williams is a danger. Okay.
To
This
the
court
complaint.
does believe
To the
on the
complaint.
clear and convincing evidence that Mr. Williams is a danger, not only to the complainant, but in this matter to his family as well as to the community. And if he is working security, he's not supposed to have a firearm. So
Judge,
in
your
this
allegation.
matter,
Like you're talking like, you know, this is factual. This is an allegation. That's a hearsay
these are
document.
all allegations. That is correct. That's all allegations. Allegation also that the police found a firearm, okay, in that home. Okay, but the bond is going to be $10,000 cash surety. He's going to have a GPS tether, house arrest. That is going to be an unaffordable bond. Is that correct, counsel?
Yes,
Reagan?
Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
That means he's going to go to court. Okay. And Mr. Williams, I am not the last word. So come this Tuesday, January 22nd, January 23rd, 2023, 9 o'clock, you're going to go in front of Judge McConigal. He's going to look at the bond amount and bond conditions to see if they should be the same or not.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Williams. You can step aside.
Thank God I have my emotional support kitty right now.
I mean, I ain't got no bond.
What is your name?
Sorry, Leroy Williams.
Can you repeat that?
Williams.
Okay.
Yes.
Calling case number 240. Samuel Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Cause the last case, that's what he was on the camera first. I read that before for the last one. Okay, here we go.
I'm sorry.
Calling case number 24055350001. The people of the state of Michigan versus Samuel Leroy Williams. Count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. Count 2, weapons, firearms, possession by felon. Count 3 and 4, weapons, felony, firearm. Count 5, domestic violence, habitual offender, second offense. This is the date and time set for a bond redetermination hearing. Appearances, please.
Oh yes, not only is he back, but Reagan does worse this time.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning. Steve Benson for the people.
Your Honor, may it please the honorable court once again, Philip Reagan, P 57156 on behalf of Samuel Williams.
What's Mr. Williams' bond?
10,000.
Really? Okay. All right. Argument.
Judge, this is one that, you know, I found to be kind of really, you know, ridiculous. And I say that with all due respect. You know, sometimes, you know, when we go out drinking, you know, we have a little too much to drink, okay? And I think that's what happened to Mr. Williams that night. He had a little too much to drink. So he comes home intoxicated, and you know, he comes in and he encounters one of his stepchildren. You know, and then one of his stepchildren makes a comment about, you know, that's why my mommy cheated on you. And then Mr. Williams, you know, kind of loses it. And they start to argue about cheating. So then Mr. Williams allegedly, you know, slaps complaint on her face. He had a red mark on her face, allegedly slapped her one time. But then he also, Judge, allegedly takes a gun, cocks the gun, and puts the guns to her head and threatens her. Okay. You know, all this in a drunken rage. Now, police get called by a friend. Police get called. The police get there. One of the children opens the door. One of the children is looking like, you know, oh, it's a lot going on here, looking back. And the police ask one of the children, what's going on? And then she says, well, yeah, he's in the back. He's in the back. So the next child, the son, the 10-year-old, is, yeah, you get back there. I think he's gonna kill her. You know what I'm saying? Because these are kids, Judge. They don't know what's going on. They hear arguing and all kind of stuff. They don't know what's going on. So by the time they get back there, Judge, they see Mr. Williams. He's sitting there. And I think what's key here, Judge, and what's really key here is that, they find this magazine in his pocket, right? So, and then they find a gun over in the hamper somewhere. So, we know that Mr. Williams never had a magazine of bullets and a gun when he cocked it and put it. It was always in his pocket. He took it out before he did all that.
And then he hid it in a hamper, which kind of says, I know I did something wrong.
Because he was just really kind of, doing it for show. He was never intending to actually shoot his wife. He wasn't doing that. That's why it was in his pocket when they found it. And they never said that it was anything loaded in chamber. They never said, because they would have said that, Judge, because they would have said that if it happened. You know what I'm saying? Police put stuff in the report to try to, make it fluffy a little bit. So they would have said, oh, we had one in the chamber and all. It didn't, because there was nothing in the gun. Now, Judge, the behavior itself. Behavior is unacceptable. Even when you're drunk, even when you think the wife is cheating, the behavior is unacceptable. And I don't know, how much alcohol you have to get to that point. And sometimes you can kind of lose it. But even the wife said, I'm surprised he's never acted like this. She even said that. She's like, it's shocking when he was acting like that, because that's not the norm for Mr. Williams. Judge, this was, I think, an isolated incident. I think the alcohol fueled all of this. And then when the kids said, that's why I'm skewed. When the kid made that comment, that fueled a lot of stuff, It fueled it, Judge, and again, like I said, it's unacceptable behavior, but the alcohol, Judge, you take the alcohol away, you don't have any of this. My client just got the best job he ever had. He just got the best job he ever had. He's security at the Quebec Hotel. He's the head of security, Judge. It's a bad situation, Judge. Without alcohol, you don't have it. I think some of the alleged facts in here show that in the bigger picture, he didn't have a bullets in his gun. He wasn't going to shoot his wife. The thing, he took it out, put it in his pocket. So he would make sure that it wasn't nothing going to happen. Did he cock the gun and was he doing all that? I don't know, because I wasn't there. But I just know, based on what I'm reading, that I don't think that she was in any real danger. Did she have a red mark on the face? Yep. She said she got slapped one time. She refused medical attention. She refused the medical attention, Judge. So I just want to point that out. Again, I'm asking for a $10,000 personal bond, no alcohol, and a GPS tether, Judge. I think that's important because he needs to go to work, Judge. It's the best job he's ever had. And I'm looking at the numbers that he gets every couple of weeks, and that's pretty good, Judge. So I'm asking the court respectfully to consider a personal bond with the GPS tether. No contact until they can work all that, Judge.
I have to say, Mr. Vincent, I'm waiting with bated breath for your argument. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, Judge, on one side of this, I could just rely on everything that Mr. Reagan just said.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much like, I mean, the facts don't seem to be very contradicted, except the part about taking the clip out and the magazine out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in Mr. Reagan's fairy tale world, then it's acceptable if you come home drunk, you can do stuff like this, because that's what he said. And I wrote it down. He said, this is what happens sometimes when people have too much to drink. They pull out guns. They point them to the head of an individual that they're seeing that they have a child with. And they said that they're going to kill him. Now, here's another thing. Mr. Reagan just kind of threw stuff out there and just kind of generalized things and moved on. And, rinse and repeat all over. But then we have 4 children. in this house. We have 4 children in this house. So the 10-year-old opens the door, tells the police he's gonna kill mama. And then we have a 9-year-old who heard the defendant say in front of the children, I'm gonna blow your all brains out. But no, in the defense counsel's world, this is normal behavior. To do something like this with a gun, not a fake gun, you know, not some water pistol. This is a real gun where he's threatening to kill people. And what is it over? Cheating allegations. And man, this is one heck of a way to celebrate the best job you ever had. You know, you would think if you just got the best job you ever had, what would you be doing? Hey, you'd be staying in the clear. You wouldn't be doing stuff like this, putting yourself in a position where you're in front of all of us. I mean, Mr. Reagan's good at what he does. Judge, you know how I feel about you. I think you're the best. I'm reasonably good at what I do. But I mean, with all of this being said, 10,000, I would ask for more.
Judge,
I would
if
ask
you-
for more.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Reagan, you can have at me after I'm all said and done. But just because of cheating allegations, this defendant ends up threatening to kill a woman that he has a child with, threatening to kill her in front of multiple kids in the house. The kids have to open up the door. The kids are in fear of their life. The woman's in fear of her life. And now we're arguing, hey, this is what happens sometimes when you drink. I mean, what if he had more? What happens then? What if he's less coherent? What, he shoots somebody, he shoots her? Oh, no, that's what happens when you drink too much. I mean, this is just unacceptable. I agree with Mr. Reagan. This is unacceptable, but this is dangerous. If the trigger here is just cheating, what is the defendant going to be celibate for the rest of his life? I mean, if this is what happens when there's alleged cheating, we don't even know if she was cheating. God forbid she was cheating. Then what happens? What do we find her dead?
Mr. Reagan, any final words?
Yeah, real brief,
Just
Judge.
real quick,
I feel like I'm in a bench trial right now. I feel like that. This is a bond redetermination hearing. And the key words, Judge, is I never thought he would do this to me. Let's look at this, Judge. This is not his normal character. 1 + 1 = 2. Alcohol equals a bad situation. Some alcohol and cheating allegations equals a bad situation.
Yeah. 1 + 1 = 2. And then you use the same reference for. Oh, Reagan, oh my God, you just make my head hurt. Oh, I'm sorry.
This is all about alcohol, Judge. We're not here to punish. We're here to look at what allegedly happened in an isolated situation. Because even the wife said this is not normal for him. He drank a lot. But Judge made sure that before he drunk, he took this clip out, put it in his pocket, And Judge, I'm saying that without alcohol, you don't have this situation. That's what I'm saying. Without alcohol, it has no history of this behavior, Judge. No history of this behavior. Now, even in the report, they want to put, the defendant was convicted of home invasion 2nd degree in 2013. Who cares about that? I mean, that, they put the report after all the fluff. Judge, I'm saying that this is isolated. I don't think he's a danger. I think he was highly intoxicated, but at the same time, he made sure that he was not going to do anything that would take him to that next level by taking this clip. Was it dumb? And I'm using this from an alleged standpoint, Judge. I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just saying based on what I'm reading.
I understand it, and I appreciate your advocacy. Obviously, the prosecutor on behalf of you. Madam Clerk, please mute the jail. I'm getting a little feedback again. Well, what we have, what we have is a situation where the police are called by a friend to a location. A 10-year-old opens the door and is speaking calmly and looking back, and then another child talks to police, and he's in the back there, you might want to get back there, he might kill her. So this is what we have. We have allegedly a situation where Mr. Williams comes home intoxicated, and somehow he won't let a kid play a video game, or takes the video game system or something of that nature, and the kid says, okay, yeah, that's why my mother cheated on you. Not really going to get into the appropriateness of a child having that discussion with an adult. That's a little bit of that's kind of grown folks' business, as my parents would tell me. That's really not a child's place to get into, the fidelity of adults' relationship. But that's allegedly what set Mr. Williams off. And so he cries. I guess after he cries and gets himself gets the good cry out.
Yeah, he got set off by a 10-year-old. He's real stable. We want him in society.
Then he wants to take action, allegedly, and a weapon is procured. The magazine to the pocket is important, as Mr. Reagan would say. It actually does show something in his forethought that maybe this is more of an assault. This was to put fear in the complainant instead of actually going to kill her. However, to put someone in fear that you're going to kill them is a crime. We don't get to slap people, and we don't get to put guns to heads because we think they cheated on you based on the word of a child. This is, Mr. Reagan did start out again. This is a ridiculous situation. It's kind of ridiculous for a child to be, saying that's why my mother cheated on you, that type of excited utterance. A grown man to take the words of a child to the point of, tears, guns, assaults, threats. This is all ridiculous. And that is why, again, I will keep quoting Mr. Reagan. That is why people need to stop drinking so much. You need to enjoy yourself, maybe have a cocktail, mix in a couple of bottles of water in between each drink, and just stop. Just stop. You got the good job, as Mr. Reagan said, the best job of your life. And what are you doing? You're sitting in the Wayne County Jail, missing days. They probably got a couple more days before that best job of your life goes to somebody else. And that'll be their best job of your life, their lives. And why? Because you let the child trigger you. The child triggered you to losing the best job of your life, threatening your loved one, and gunplay. With all that being said, court finds the $10,000 bond is an unaffordable bond. In order to have an unaffordable bond, it must be assured by clear and convincing evidence that the defendant is a danger to the community or the complaining witness or a flight risk. And there's nothing in this record that shows that the defendant is a flight risk. There's actually really nothing to say that the defendant is a danger to the community. Is he a danger to the complaining witness or the children or himself, maybe, if he gets emotional and drunk? Court does think so. These are actions that I don't know how he'll react to another type of stimulus if he has a little too much, a little too much to drink, and doesn't seem like he's stable when he drinks. And I'll take Mr. Reagan again. It's the last time I'll mention his name at his word that alcohol is the trigger for all of this. With that being said, that's no excuse. Unless he was involuntarily intoxicated, unless someone slipped something into his drink. Him getting drunk and acting a fool is not anyone else's fault, or it's not the alcohol's fault. It's Mr. Williams' fault. If all of this happened, allegedly, mere allegations, hearsay statements. Okay. That being said, bond is going to be reduced from $10,000 cash to $3,500 cash. GPS tether. 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. No contact with the complaining witnesses. That's all of the children, and the wife, and the address where this took place. So, $3,500 cash, GPS tether, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Unless you tell me that conflicts with his work schedule, we can do another time period and no contact with any of the complaining witnesses and the address.
Mr. Williams, does that conflict with your work schedule?
Oh yeah, one second. Please unmute the jail.
Judge, you work 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., then 8 to 4. What are your work hours, Mr. Williams? Can you hear me? What are your work hours? What are your work hours?
Speak up.
Speak up. We can't hear you.
He's not muted.
Step up, stand up and come to the mic. Yeah. What are they? He might be muted from that side, Judge. I don't know.
Deputy, ask for the deputy. Ask for the deputy to come to the mic.
Turn the mic up.
Go ahead.
Oh, there
Can
you
you
go.
hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, what are your work hours?
From 6 to 3 from 6 in the morning to 3, then 8 to 4 at night. I do 2 different shifts. Okay. 8
8 a.m. to 4, and 8 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Yeah, in the morning. And then I do 6 to 3.
6 to 3. Okay. All right. One second. All right. With that, there won't be a curfew. I can't fashion that. So there'll be no curfew. There's just a GPS tether, $3,500 bond, and no contact.
Judge, and I appreciate the court. Thank you so much, Judge. Because would the court consider maybe an alcohol tether and a personal bond? I just want to throw that out there.
I appreciate. I did consider it, but no.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, sir. You're good.
Judge, for Antonio Gamble, I called the jail and they said that he was transferred to East Point.
Oh, I was gonna get to that.
Oh, okay.
How did he
So,
go to East Point?
Mr. Reagan.
Judge, he has a cash bond with us, so I don't know how the jail released him to East Point if he's on bond us. That's Macomb County. I was going to ask for a personal. It was a capious bond, Judge. I was going to ask for a personal bond because my understanding he was in jail at the time of the capious. That's what he.
Call the case, Madam Clerk.
Calling case number 2306021801. The people of the state of Michigan versus Antonio James Martise Gamble. The defendant is charged with count 1, motor vehicle, unlawful driving away. Count 2, stolen property, receiving and concealing motor vehicle. Today is the date and time set for a bond redetermination hearing.
Judge, good morning. Steve Benson for the people, P71917.
Judge and Philip Reagan on behalf of Mr. Gamble. Your Honor, what makes me nervous is that he has a PCC date set for January 30th and an exam date for February 6th on this case, yet the Wayne County Jail released him to East Point. So we don't know what's going to happen out in East Point. If he's going to stay out there, I think he has an R&O case out in East Point, but we need to have him back here for his PCC or he's going to be capious again here. I mean, I just don't understand how he could be released on a cash bond to us, but I guess that's what they told Madam Clerk. Judge, could I have a breakout room with you and Mr. Vincent real quick?
Yes, Madam Clerk, just turn to YouTube.
Right here. Yep.
What's your name, sir?
Darl Anthony Warllo.
Okay, Mr. Warllo, this is Magistrate in Chappelle. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, wrong file. Mr. Warllo, this is Magistrate in Chappelle. You hear a criminal matter, case number 2405535-202. That means you are defendant 2 in this case, sir. You have an attorney. Go ahead, Counsel Reagan.
Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Warllo, every form of reading stand mute, he has been advised of his rights.
Thank you. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Court dates are January 29, 2024, probable cause conference. Followed by preliminary examination, February 5, 2024. Both matters are in front of Judge Jefferson. Mr. Warllo. Okay, let's see. Bond conditions, sir. In this particular matter, you're not to have any contact with the Miles Broadnax. That means no person-to-person contact, no contact with third parties, no phone calls, no emails, no text messaging. Also, sir, you're not to possess any firearms or any other dangerous weapons. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And with that being said, the charges are assaultive. I don't have a capious history. I do have in reference to Mr. Warllo, I have prior convictions, carjacking, 2005. That's what I see as to carjacking. And then he has couple others, 1989, 1982, and he has local ties. Go ahead, Council Douglas.
Jennifer Douglas for the people, P72748. Your Honor, on Mr. Warllo, we are asking for a remand on him. We believe that he is a danger to the public. Here, he is accused of carjacking, but in the way that it was done, that the complaining witness was at a house, and that there's another individual who's involved as well. But that these two individuals, when the complaining witness would not provide some money, took him to a gas station in his own car, Your Honor. And so here we have a situation where a person is not just having their items taken from them. There was a firearm pointed at the complaining witness during this. He was made to get into the car to go to the gas station, where he was finally able to get someone to call for help. There's a history of, well, at least by the carjacking, there's a history of assault of conduct, and here we have him accused of carjacking again. How he is charged with armed robbery, and the allegations in the priors. We are asking for a remand in this matter to protect the public.
I'm not. Council Reagan, go ahead.
Yeah, Judge, Mr. Warlow's maintaining his innocence 100%, Judge. He's defendant number 2 in this. He got caught up somehow. Somebody's naming him in this, and I think that the charges themselves. You say carjacking, armed robbery, UDAA. A lot of times, Judge, I think there's overcharges, and I'm not saying that necessarily here, but I've seen it done a million times. And Mr. Warllo, Judge, obviously, the court looks at the fact he has a prior charge of carjacking, Judge. But, in this particular case, he says he had nothing to do with this. He's going to stay with his niece. He maintains his innocence. So I'm asking the court to consider some type of monetary bond, Judge, in this matter.
Thank you. Court has heard representations. When it's talking about a monetary bond or remand, court needs to look at the standard clear and convincing evidence. And it sees here from the investigative report is that Mr. Warllo, he participating in robbing the complainant, Mr. Broadnax. Mr. Broadnax was at that location. Mr. Warllo had a firearm pointed at the complainant in this matter, accompanied the complainant and another co-defendant, Mr. Sandusky, who's not here, okay, in taking items belonging to the complainant. This court is satisfied that Mr. Warllo is a danger to the community, and he's not going to get a bond. And under court rule 6.106, he can be remanded, and he is being remanded.
I don't know if he can be judged for this under 6.106. Is the court's?
Yes, he can for armed robbery.
I don't have armed robbery. I don't have armed robbery nowhere. I haven't had no.
It's the charge.
Okay, Mr. Warllo, you shouldn't say anything, sir, because everything is being recorded. Okay.
I don't mind, man.
But
I haven't said
Mr.
anything.
Warllo, further also understand. Listen, sir, understand that you have an attorney. That attorney is going to have the opportunity to bring that issue to Judge Jefferson, okay, whether on the court date or before that court date, to address the issue as to your bond, as to your bond conditions.
Ma'am, I have a bad heart and I have cancer. What I look like robbing anybody, man.
And he does have medical issues, Judge, as well.
I haven't done none of this, man.
All right. The DDC, can you mark Mr. Warlow's file medical?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Warllo. You can step aside.
So what was the bond, Your Honor?
Remand.
What that mean? No bond. No bond. Step off.
Is this Ms. Haggath?
It is, Your Honor. And Your Honor, this is Angela Lynn Haggath, Y1802745, here on a review hearing. The there's a number of issues. So she was sentenced back in July of 2020. I know one of the issues is that she has a pending charge out of Bothell. It sounds like she did meet with an attorney from my office on her Bothell case and is required also to get an alcohol drug evaluation for that court. She said she previously did one, but never followed up with it. And it doesn't sound like she ever got it to this court. And I know that this court's seen her a couple of times, but she said she has a new appointment that's been made, that's been arranged through, it sounds like Bothell, that she has next week. So she's hoping the court considers, she's admitting to being in violation as far as the alcohol drug evaluation. The Bothell case is still pending, so it's denied as of right now, but she's hoping the court will give her a chance to get the evaluation done and file that with the court.
So I'm hearing the admission to the failure to obtain an evaluation. What is the city's recommendation? I'm finding that violation.
The judgment and sentence in this case entered on July 15th of 2020. We've been waiting for years for this alcohol and drug evaluation. The defendant has repeatedly failed to appear to court hearings, failed to report to probation. Unfortunately, at this point, the city does not believe that the defendant is amenable to it and complying with the conditions in this case. So the city's recommending 180 days in custody, 2 days credit for time served.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
My mom passed away in June. My dad passed away right before that. I've been actually going to outpatient. I've been sitting in classes 2 nights a week. I've been working full time. My daughter is in Harborview. She just got in a bad accident. She's paralyzed from the chest down. I'm trying to really change my life, and I promise you I can have it into the courts by Tuesday morning. So I have an appointment Monday to get this taken care of. I want to get it taken care of as much as everybody else wants me to get it taken care of. I know that I've been in and out of here and stuff, but I did do this one other time, and I don't know if Sunset lost it or the courts lost it or what happened to it, but they said it was only good for 6 months. I finally got my insurance reinstated, so I have an appointment on Monday. I'm trying to do everything right, Your Honor. I got an appointment to get my driver's license back, everything. I'm really trying to change my life since I've lost like almost everybody and since this happened to my daughter. And I'm in the Harborview every day. I promise. I mean, I can be here Tuesday. I can see you in court Tuesday morning, or I can come Monday as soon as I'm done with the drug and alcohol assessment. I don't want to lose my job. There's nobody else really out here for my daughter. And I'm just asking the courts, please, just one more time. I promise. I mean, I can come Tuesday morning. I just lost everybody in a big.
I'm very sorry to hear about your loss and about your daughter's situation. I hope that she can regain the mobility. So how long have you been in outpatient?
I've been doing that ever since my very end of May when I found out I had family pass away. I've been in there, so it's been about beginning of June. I've just been sitting in there myself. I've been doing it for myself. And then I know that I've had to get this done. I've been wanting to get this done. Believe me, it weighs heavy on me. So I got my insurance taken care of and stuff, so it'll be paid for because it's a couple $100s to do it without insurance. And I sit in there a couple times a week because I'm really trying to change my life, Your Honor. I'm trying to do everything, and I can show you.
Hey, I'm just looking at jurisdiction in this case. Just 1 second. I can't figure out how Ms. Haggath got in custody right now. Are you in custody for someone else?
I think she got in custody for Bothell, and then she's.
No, I went to court in Bothell yesterday. I went there, and on my way back, I stopped at the store and stuff. And when I came out, my car wasn't starting properly, and so an officer pulled up to help me, and then they ran my name, and then that's how. And Bothell, they were kind of taking care of this for me. They know every time when I go to Bothell Court, they're like, "Have you got this stuff for CTAC?" And they know I have my appointment. Katie Palmatel, she's my attorney up there. And I just went to court yesterday there, and they know that I have court again there February 29th.
But I don't see this warrant is what.
She is having a rough month, guys. Her mom died. Right before that, her dad died. Her daughter got in an accident and is paralyzed. And her car died on her. She just can't catch a break. And then her car dies, and then they run her, and she gets picked up on a warrant out of CTAC, and she was just in court in Bothell Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot.
And I was just coming from court yesterday.
2/16/20.
I've been going all the time.
And just Ms. Haggath, I'm so sorry, but it's a little bit complicated and I just need to be able to
I'm
figure
sorry.
this out, okay? No, you're fine. I just, I don't, so I think this warrant cleared. So she was in court on, oh, I just didn't go. I'm struck in a 23-24 issue. Never mind. Okay. So the plea of guilty was on July 15th, 20, then the failure to appear was on February 10th, 21.
Ooh, so close. You got her hopes up there for a second, Judge.
So that was in jurisdiction for 5 days short of 7 months. We'll call it 6 months and 25 days. And then in jurisdiction from November to February, so in jurisdiction for 2 months and 8. So in jurisdiction for 9 months and 12 days, which means we have 17 months and 28 days and 18 days from today. Wait, 20, maybe 24 minus 9, 15 months and 12 days. Is that right? I mean, sorry, 14 months and, sorry, math, we become lawyers because we're terrible at math. 14 months and 18 days in left of jurisdiction. Does anybody disagree with that calculation?
No.
No.
Okay, so that is March 30th of 25. Every time you fail to appear for court, jurisdiction on your case stops. So if you ever want to be done with a case, you have to come to court and keep that jurisdiction running.
I promise I can come back Tuesday.
I'm just letting you know what's going on so that I can explain it. So what I did was I calculated all the time that you were within this court's jurisdiction. The original jurisdiction was 24 months. And added that and subtracted that from, added the time that you had left out of onto today, essentially. And Mr. Arnandi, I'm sorry, did you want to say anything?
Not anything additional. I as I indicated, she's hoping the court will give her one more chance.
I'm going to reserve sanction because I'm not going to, you're telling me that you've been in outpatient and I'm taking your word for that, but I want proof.
Okay.
So I'm going to set this over to an out of custody hearing to give you time to get that. And the proof of the evaluation. But if you were not straight with me and we're not in outpatient since the spring, that's going to be very meaningful to me. Okay.
I understand. I will bring the paperwork into you.
Okay.
I just been going in there doing that on my own, just sitting in the classes.
Okay, I'm going to set this over to February 14th, Valentine's Day. So that's nice and easy to remember at 8:45 in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, so you'll be released on this today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you still receive mail at a P.O. box in Burien?
Yes, actually, can I give you a better address?
Sure.
77 Washington Street. It's a P.O. box downtown.
The Compass Center downtown?
Yes, that's easier. It's easier for me to pick up the mail there on my way home.
That's 104, right, Mr. Arnatti?
Yes.
Okay, I've updated that on here. All right, let me just take 2 more boxes. No, we're good. So that's an in-person hearing. You have to come to CTAC for that hearing.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Can I go ahead and go?
Yeah, you're all set. Thanks.
Bushra Adam refused. And I think the last person we're going to see is Mr. Davis. This is Mr. Davis right here. It's Scott James Davis, 2A00006698 here for arraignment. We do have a resolution, but I'll proceed with the arraignment. Is Scott James Davis your true and correct name?
Yes.
Your date of birth is June 2nd, 1980.
Yes, sir.
Earlier I went over your rights to arraignment with you. Any questions about your rights I wasn't able to answer?
No, sir.
And I've gone over the charge, the maximum penalty, the mandatory minimum penalty. We'd acknowledge receipt of the complaint, wait for a reading, ask to enter a plea of not guilty provisionally, but then we're going to be asking the court to accept a plea of guilty. which I did go over with Mr. Davis. I went over the rights, went over any immigration consequences. I believe I've satisfied my obligations under Sandoval Padilla. I believe he's making no involuntary intelligent decision to plead guilty at this time, so we are asking the court to accept the plea.
Mr. Davis, I have a document here entitled Statement of Defendant on Plea of Guilty. Towards the bottom of it, on the line that says defendant's signature, it's blank. Have you not signed it yet just because you had no way to sign it?
Yes,
If you had had a way to sign it, would you have signed it?
yes, ma'am.
SCORE will give you a chance to sign it after this hearing. Do you promise to sign it at that time?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
When you reviewed this form with your attorney, did he read it to you? Did you read it by yourself, or did you read it together?
He read it to me, Your Honor.
And was he able to answer any questions that you had?
Yes, he answered all of them.
As I review this form with you, please stop me at any time if you'd like to ask him another question. Is your true and correct name Scott James Davis?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're 43 years old and have a GED?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're pleading guilty to the crime of driving with license suspended in the 3rd degree. Do you understand the elements of that crime? In other words, what the city would have to prove if you were to take this to trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
By entering into this plea, you're giving up a number of very important constitutional rights. Among these are the right to a speedy and public trial, to remain silent during that trial, or to choose to testify, to see, hear, and question witnesses who would testify against you, to have witnesses testify on your behalf at no expense to you, to the presumption of innocence unless and until a jury were to find you guilty, and to appeal a finding of guilt. Do you understand you're giving up all those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
The crime of driving with license suspended in the 3rd degree is a simple misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
I know your attorney and the city attorney have an agreed recommendation, but the court does not have to follow that and can sentence you anywhere up to the maximum. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand in the event you're not a citizen, a guilty finding on this charge may be grounds for deportation, denial of naturalization, or exclusion from the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone make any promises to you to get you to enter into this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Did anyone make any threats to get you to enter into this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes.
In paragraph 11, there's a statement that reads, on March 19th, 2022 in SeaTac, Washington, I operated a motor vehicle at a time that my privilege to drive was suspended in the 3rd degree by the DOL. I know your attorney wrote that statement, but do you adopt it as your own statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it a true statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
As to the crime of driving with license suspended in the 3rd degree, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I will accept the plea. I do believe it's knowingly, voluntarily, intelligently made, and there's a factual basis to support it. Ms. Chenweller, anything to add to the sentencing recommendation?
This is an agreed recommendation subject to any Blazina inquiry. The defendant has 2 days credit for time served.
Thank you. Mr. Arnett?
Yeah, this is an agreed recommendation. Mr. Davis is working, but only part-time. He makes about $1,000 a month. He didn't know the exact amount, but said he pays a couple $100 in rent. He's not getting government assistance, so he's hoping the court can either reduce or give him time to pay his financial obligations. He is working on trying to clear his license. He's aware of his other holds and matters that he needs to take care of, so he's hoping the court follows this recommendation.
Mr. Davis, is there anything you'd like to say?
No, Your Honor.
I'm going to follow the agreed recommendation, more or less impose a sentence of 2 days in jail with nothing suspended, with 2 days credit for time served. And I'm not, based on the fact that your income is substantially below the federal poverty guideline, I'm not going to impose any fines, fees, costs, or assessments, and there's nothing mandatory for this charge. The case will just close with the guilty finding.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Good luck getting your license back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that one was kind of refreshing. He was respectful. He didn't interrupt. He took responsibility. No one died. We got to have one of those every once in a while. Just to maintain and sustain our faith in humanity. Oh boy, that was fun. Okay. Morty, are you still awake? Jerry, are you guys still awake? Are ya? Which one of you are gonna bug me first? Mortimer Duke for the win. Oh. 17 seconds for audio to begin. So this is high-speed pursuit. It's from Southwest Ohio Public Safety. Ohio police scored 2 hits.
218. We're also requesting another unit check for the vehicle on Victory.
Everybody say thank you to Joey Bag of Donuts. He sent this in.
36 and 228.
6. I think I located the suspect vehicle. I'm in pursuit, southbound, South Riley, passing 6th Street.
Information on tested up and I'm at Southwest. Can I go with him? Step here. What's the speed now?
90. Passing South Main. Passing South Main. Advise MTV. May mind some units. Down at you.
Control on
There was no road there, sir.
Zebra 1105. Ray Kia, he's almost lost him twice now. 73 west, passing bad surge, 60 miles per hour. Permission to pit.
Actor going for South.
Yeah, can you fix location?
06 if he says in footmails, can I bite him?
Well, that didn't work.
Hitting on West State Road 73.
What was your last traffic?
Passing the city limit on 73, continuing into Middletown. 85.
What is
traffic for?
He's got a parachute back there. I want to know what's blowing in the breeze off the back of his trunk.
060 over clear. You want me to continue or disengage? Any cars or anything?
I have some in my car. I had to buy some for my daughter.
Charges is a hit and run on her leg.
His charge is hit and run. He just hit like 4 police cars and kept running. So add those on.
We're approaching Harmony. Diesel 75.
Oh, it's not even fabric.
Control, can you confirm the amount for traffic only?
Bumper!
Traffic only. I think OSP just stuck it.
idea what those are, Jim Kellum.
218 to 206. Make sure you're aware we just hit it. He spun out and kept going. Okay, what's the speed? 80. He was just hit with a stop 6. Coming up on route 4. If there's 4 patrol cars in it, I think it's the last one we terminated. K9, stay with it. Yeah, clear, I'm dropping out. Left on Germantown. Left on Titus. We're back on Titus. He's 60. Passing off for these are 70. Turned hit street.
Confirm you hit 4047. Should where your location is at.
You're right on Ohio. Stolen vehicle.
Okay.
On Ohio, passing Texas. These are 45. Joel passing Brian. These are 55. Control unit 0 is advising to stay in his car before bail. 7476 as well. I guess there's damage there. Yeah.
Oh, there's damage. Brain damage.
4476, Kenny with damage.
Didn't he hit stop sticks?
We're popping back out on the Tiger from Shelly.
Ooh, yeah, that's the stuff. Now you bump onto his front. Oh, he missed. Okay, that works too. Hands up! And pull your pants up. Well, you're going to prison. You can leave them down. They didn't even tase you. You should have. I was scared.
On top of that, I'm sorry, I'm just walking. Sorry, I'm not gonna stop. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do nothing stupid. I'm doing nothing stupid shit already done. Sir, can you get my phone? That's the only numbers I have to call. I'm not from here, sir. Slowly, what's your session?
Yes, Billy? Can I help you, sir? Oh, that's a big yawn.
What's your name? Zach 30. I just didn't know how to stop without the last hit me. I was scared. I wasn't trying to wreck or nothing crazy. I asked my grandma to call the police and everything. I'm on the phone with her now. The phone's on the floor. I'm gonna talk to you in 1 minute, okay? I'm gonna shut the door and be right back.
Yeah, that's what you do. I mean, people get drunk and then they run from the cops. It happens every day.
That's my
Are you stealing the treats? You did. You did.
Next time did a job and I'm hopping that curve. Yeah. I'm like, fuck, we're gonna go. Every time I kept moving sideways, like more and more people start showing. I'm like, all right, shit, I got like 8 shots we're fucked. So that was our best option, just go back to that game. And I was supposed to, so we did the pit. You did? Yeah. See how hard twice. Twice. Did you guys try to pit on duel? We pitted over here. He went into the median, looped back around, came back this way, and I kept trying to get the side. Every time it was just like car, mailbox, and this was the next best opportunity to send him off into the open field over here. So our fucking sticks with the strings will tangle. So you know, like his arm? No, he hopped the curve and that everybody kept taking us away. Travis like couldn't say, hey, we're going down Shelley for you guys. Yeah. So we saw you guys.
All right. We got another one.
Yes. Fairview 187. My vehicle's just been hit. Start an ambulance.
Hey, what happened?
You tell me.
I need a new car.
Somebody ran into me, pushed my vehicle into the other vehicle. Start an ambulance. Need a supervisor. Here, come over here, buddy. Get out of the road. Here, have a seat real quick. Have a seat. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
He didn't
What
do
happened,
nothing.
dude?
I don't know, man. I've been drinking.
You been drinking?
Yeah, I've been drinking.
Okay.
And I took some weed pills.
Some weed pills?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else in the car?
Nah, it's just me.
187. Started trooper. Here, just sit down, man. Just sit down.
All right.
Driver tells me he's been drinking and took some weed pills.
Here, let me get
No. Sit down, sit down.
Okay.
I don't want you to get hit, okay? Hey, you guys all right up in there? All right, just hang tight, okay?
Far too kind, officer.
Can I stand up? My head's getting like...
Just sit down, man. You just in a bad accident. I don't want you to get hurt, okay? You wandering around out in that traffic, somebody gonna hit you.
Somebody gonna hit me.
Yeah, like you hit the cop.
I got insurance. It ain't gonna cover that though.
Well, I don't know, but that's not what we're concerned about right now. We're concerned about everybody's okay, all right?
All right. I did that on purpose, sir.
What, you hit me on purpose?
Yeah, I did.
Why is that?
I'm bored.
You bored?
I'm bored.
So you ran in the back of me on purpose?
Yep.
Why is that?
I hate cops, man.
Yeah?
Asshole, you nearly pinned that cop between his patrol car and the other vehicle. He was literally just getting ready to walk between the two.
All right. We got an ambulance coming, okay?
All right.
All right.
They gonna take me home or I'm going?
I don't know. You ain't got no weapons on you, do you?
No, sir.
All right. Go ahead and put your handgun back for me.
All right. So am I going in the ambulance?
They're gonna come and check you out, okay, partner?
Okay.
All right.
You put my wallet back in my pocket?
Yeah.
You seem fine to me. That was, oh wow, that was quick. That was quick, but impactful. The police car barely tapped the car that was in front of them, but I'm sure they were shaken up. Oh my goodness, what a jerk. All right, give me just 1 second. I have to, patience and practice. Oh my gosh. His officers are truly angels. They're not given enough credit. Mortimer Duke texted me a couple body cams the other day. And so I have to access them on my phone first.
On August 2nd, 2026.
And then I can pick them out of my history. It's a process, but I got it down. I love you, Mortimer.
Officers were flagged down by...
No, wrong button. All right, so this is police release. The last one was police activity. I don't show police activity often because you never know what you're gonna get. And sometimes you get graphic things that aren't blurred and can get you demonetized really quickly. So I don't show them without them being like screened. But Joey Bag of Donuts had screened it for me, so I knew it was okay.
On August 2nd, 2026, officers were flagged down by a woman who reported that a man was bothering her and shouting obscenities on a crowded street. While officers attempted to address the situation, the man became increasingly confrontational and began accusing one of them of assaulting him, causing the encounter to quickly escalate.
I cannot see anything because you're blocking the view. Stay away. 4260, you're blocking your view.
What's your badge number?
I don't have a badge number.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. I don't have badge number.
That's bullshit. You're bullshit. What are you doing? You're not doing story shit. You are. You walked up close and you started talking shit. Public space. Public space. No. You can't do my shit like that. You can't have it. So, you just guys put his phone out of his face. You got a camera on, right? You got a camera on? He does. You do, right?
Come near me.
Okay.
Do not come near me. Yeah, it's a public space. That's fine, but do not come near me. Do not approach me.
Am I moving?
That's fine.
Am I moving?
Stay right there. Don't come any closer.
Already battery. I'm gonna charge your ass all day.
I want
your sergeant here right now.
come in my
I want your sergeant here right now. I want him.
You can call 911.
So you
go ahead and call. Sir,
no,
stop blocking my view.
I'm calling right now.
Listen.
I'm calling right now.
I'm trying to call right now. No, you are blocking my view. Stay away.
Too late. You're getting f***ed up, bro.
Stay away from me.
More battery. More battery.
Don't get in this
battery.
space.
I'm backing up. I'm backing up.
I hate this douchebag already.
Back it up. Then back it up.
I got a charge here on DeVol Street. I got 2 cops and something and battery. I got Andre and GOLOVA and OV. Both of them battery. Both battery. Both battery. Yeah, I want. Yeah, because they got 2 cops assaulting me right now, and I got 4 guys filming everything. Hey, I'm not.
Hang up
This
the
guy's
phone. It's
pointing at
not
me.
911. It's not an emergency.
It is an
Hang
emergency.
up
I
the
got 2
phone.
battery charges. I'm backing up, and both of these guys are assaulting me. They're assaulting and battering.
How do I defuse?
Yeah,
How do
no.
I defuse? How do I defuse?
Yeah, this is 911 for Wall Street.
Push me away. How do I defuse? I would love that. Yeah, I would love that. It's my birthday. I live in Marathon. I want nothing to do with that.
No, I need to start. You know him?
I know him.
I got 4 bucks around.
I mean, no disrespect.
No, you don't understand. This is a recorded call. I swear to God, I'll secure this next time.
You don't have an emergency. Hang out.
I did nothing. I'm on the public space. One cop slapped my phone out of my phone.
He's a very powerful
I
person.
did nothing. This cop right here is cool. This cop right here, battery. 100%. I mean, sorry to hear.
I love how he thinks that the person on the phone can see him pointing to what officers he's describing. This cop right here, he did this, and this cop over here, he did. Dude.
I'm charging everyone. You're in Cedar City. Send a sergeant right now. I'm not. This call is recorded. This call right now. Cabal. Send a sergeant.
Can I buy you guys a hot dog?
Oh, I got this.
Cooked, bro. You're cooked. You're cooked.
Yeah, whatever.
You're cooked.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
You're allowed 38,000 a year. You're cooked.
Yeah, like 28,000, stupid. Yeah.
Okay.
Bro.
Where's that? You just lost your job, bro.
Yeah, whatever.
You're going to talk. You just lost your phone out. You're you saw it? You see it? Yo, dude, you're done, dude. You're done, dude. You're done, dude. You see it?
And then he approaches again. That's what the problem is. And then he gets time to start asking
I didn't do shit, dude. I stood here. I stood here in corner space. Stood here in corner space, bro. Smack my phone out of my hand. You got a camera on? You have a camera on? Yeah, you have subpoena that shit, dude. Homeboy, dude. Lost your job.
Let him be done.
All right, you're going to jail. Misuse of 911.
Yo, misuse of 911.
Stop.
Hey, what the?
To the ground. Stay back.
Put your hand behind your back.
22, and I'm gonna need you out here.
What are you resisting? You're holding me down, dude. Homeboy's got his hand on my ribs. This guy's got his hands on my ribs.
Get on your belly.
Who's resisting?
Get on your belly.
Who's resisting? I can't. He's got his hands on my ribs, dude. Who's got his hands on my ribs, dude? How y'all doing this?
Stop fighting.
Stop fighting, bro. Stop fighting.
Just stay back from me, all right?
Listen to your sensible drunk friend.
Who's resisting? Who's resisting?
Just hold it down. Let me make sure it's his and not my officers.
That's fair.
Let me make sure it's his and not my officers.
It's my side right there.
Sir, you're gonna run into problems. Okay? Let me make sure the phone is none of my officers.
So that's not an officer's
So let me make sure.
It's his phone.
All right. Got it, man. All right, it's his phone. Take the fucking phone. I asked you, right? I asked you if it was one of my officers' phones. Okay, give me the. No, you didn't. You wanted to be. Here you go, man. Get out of here.
My phone. You guys threw it.
Walk.
Someone threw my phone.
I did.
You threw it?
Yeah.
Is your body cam on?
Absolutely.
Is your body cam on?
I'll take him.
Just taking him. Is your body cam on? Who's resisting?
You.
For what?
Brain like a bowling ball.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Stop.
Throw me on the phone.
Do not push against us.
I asked for one simple thing. Let me make sure that it wasn't my officer's phones.
I try to explain that. How do you think
Going to jail for what?
Halo.
We can't It's all good. I'm sorry you had to witness all that.
No, I got 20 minutes of footage.
Good. I have footage of you too.
Good.
Say cheese.
I ain't going nowhere.
We get recorded all day long. That doesn't affect me. But you're on camera too.
I'm turning the problem.
Yep.
I'm going.
Good boy.
What's the problem?
Face the car.
I'm facing it. You slam my face up against it. Dude, you're pushing me up against the car right now.
Yep, you've already resisted us
I'm
once.
not
I'm not going to
resisting
take
at all.
that chance again.
You keep slamming me up against it.
Get in the car.
in the vehicle.
I'm getting in right now.
Have a seat.
I'm in. So what? So what's the charge?
Misuse of 911
I
resistance.
called 911 for battery.
You had no emergency. We were standing right in front of
A
you.
battery. I called it. You guys didn't send a sergeant.
The fact y'all think you're gonna arrest him or nothing?
It's called misuse of 911. Misuse of 911. Misuse of 911.
Y'all are trash.
We're not the drunk ones out here.
It don't matter who's drunk. Even not being drunk, you're still trash.
Right. Yeah. Actually, so that phone, I don't know, you're his boy, right? You want to give him his phone or you want to hold on to it? Me, I don't care. He's going to need his phone for numbers. Yes or no? Because I'll say no and he doesn't get his phone. Cool. Doesn't get his phone. This guy's...
Bro, don't put with this guy what?
You.
I ain't gonna give you why? No.
All right, that's fine. I don't care. It's not my phone.
Yeah, homeboy just saw my VA combat veteran affairs ID and paused. And I'm gonna subpoena all of this stuff. They threw me to the floor, acting all tough, and now they're about to apologize. Watch this.
That's a clown.
Let me talk to him and see if
No.
give his phone.
I don't think you're gonna get that apology you're looking for there, buddy.
What is his phone for? So when he goes to the jail, he could look for contacts to call whoever.
Does he get his phone?
Yeah, well, not right now at the jail, yes.
Does anybody else use his phone?
Only he uses his
I
phone.
want to
No,
give him his phone.
no.
I want him to.
You're not going to get close. No.
Only he uses his phone.
No, but I want him to get his phone, not
You're not.
give it to him.
Okay, well, then he's not going to get his phone, and that's because of you. Thank you, sir. Good job. You want to watch me give it to him? But you can't move closer. You got to stay there. You can record me all day. It's in my hand. Look, you see it, right? You still see it, right?
Can I walk up?
No. You got it, right? You still recording? All right.
That's trolling him.
Where's he at? Phone is here on the couch.
I'm gonna subpoena all this stuff. I got battery charges. I got 4 cops that just attacked me. I called 911 for the battery charges, and then 4 police officers attacked me because they lost their egos. We got a little ego conference here. Threw me to the ground. Told me I was resisting arrest. Did not resist at all. Now they're
That ego comment, sir, sounds like projection.
threw me to the ground. Told me I was resisting arrest. Did not resist at all. Now they're blocking, like, right now on this camera. I'm just gonna document everything they're doing. I want a photo of the battery.
I got you.
Is your camera on?
Yeah, it's on.
What's your badge?
That's my camera.
What's your badge number?
We don't have badge numbers, sir.
What's your ID? Sergeant Wait.
This is not North Carolina.
W-A-I-T-E.
Sir, you're not in North Carolina. You're in Florida.
Sergeant W-A-I-T-E.
Okay.
I grew up here.
Well, things have changed since.
Battery's still battery.
Yeah.
Evidence is still evidence.
Resisting, still resisting.
What did I resist?
Huh?
What did I resist?
I mean, it was very simple.
What was
They
resist?
told you to put your hands behind your back. You went on the ground. They told you to roll over. You refused to roll
I can't
over.
roll over when they're on my elbows. How can you roll over when 2 guys are standing on you? Look, I legit love the police. I love firefighters. I love vets. My whole company literally is built around building VA medical centers. And you guys
That guy's gonna whoop you with his porn stash. Shut up.
attack me?
Mitchell, let me
Nope.
explain. Let
Nope.
me explain something to you.
I request
Not only
your
is
last
it
word. You know the rules.
that's fine, but if you don't make first appearance at 6 a.m., you're going to be in there a whole nother day. So if you want to prolong this, no. If you go to the hospital, you're not going to make it to first appearance because it's already 3 o'clock. At 6 o'clock. So if you want to go to the hospital, if you want to go to the hospital, you're going to be in there an extra day. But that's on you. You know everything.
You wanna push the bar, dude. Like, I'm not the guy that did it. You got a guy that threw me to the ground. I request to go to the hospital. Are you denying me the opportunity to go to the hospital after I've been in battery?
Yeah, we'll take you there to get clearance.
Okay.
They don't even take you in the ambulance.
No, I want ambulance treatment.
Nah, you're not going to get it.
Why not?
Well, there's nothing else we can do.
You're ambulatory. You can walk.
Okay.
That's your knee, your elbow.
I got the whole thing on film, dude. Oh, that was a little handshake. You guys know each other? Cook, dude. You should have done that. Should have done that, dude.
Oh my god.
Hello, buddy.
They denied me ambulatory treatment and put a Band-Aid on my sleeve. And then the fire department guy fist bumped police chief. A little coercion there. Look, I get that they work together. I get that they have a relationship, but the law is the law. You throw a guy to the ground for no reason and he's bleeding, you can't just put a Band-Aid on it. I did not.
They denied you ambulatory treatment. They denied you walking treatment? That's what ambulatory means. It doesn't mean ambulance. Just because, you know, they kind of sound similar. They're not.
You throw a guy to the ground for no reason and he's bleeding, you can't just put a Band-Aid on it. I did nothing, even though their story is that I've resisted arrest. I didn't do anything, dude. The guy put his hands on me and I'm getting arrested. Crazy. That's like a victim saying, this guy me, and I'm gonna tackle him to the floor for calling it in. And this guy right here, the one that assaulted me and assault and battery, the one that I'm like, dude, you can't put your hands on me. They literally talked to each other and said, what do we want to do? I called 911, asked for help. They said, we're busy right now. It's funny how fast he showed up once they attacked me. The fact that Key West Police 911 denied the phone call, which could have been settled by, hey, listen, you can't do that. You can't be, putting your hands on people that are on a public space. And then I backed up, I stood across the street, and then they came and they attacked me and told me I was resisting arrest. And I think what they said was misuse of 911 was what he told me that he was arresting me for. I asked him what the charge was. He goes, misuse of 911. Who do you call when the police assaults you? What's the answer to that? Because the number I call in an emergency is 911. And if I got cops attacking me, I'll call 911. And the second I called them, the second time, they attacked me, threw me to the ground, held my arms apart and said, quit resisting, and took my phone out of my hand and threw it to the ground. And then they threw it in the cab here. I asked them to take a photo and document the bleeding. They denied it at first, and then they took the photo. The one thing about me, man, is I will not tolerate people misusing their power as a
The other thing about you is you will not shut up.
will not tolerate people misusing their power. As a combat veteran that served this country, I got integrity to the moon and back. My entire company is hiring veterans. We serve the military. We serve the defense programs. I believe in the fire department. I believe in the police. I love these guys. And for them to attack me like that, to turn their back on me, nah. I'll take this thing all the way. Because guys like that think that they can just put their hands on people, it's not okay. You guys try to deny service.
Huh? Nobody denied you service.
Oh, you did.
Nobody did.
Dude, whatever story you want to tell yourself, dude, my buddy's got on a film. I'm going to subpoena all your cameras, bro. Dude, you're cooked, dude. You took my phone out of my hands and threw it.
You're not intimidating or...
I'm not intimidated. I'm telling you what happened. Yeah. You tried to make up some false charge?
Just started talking shit.
Nah, dude, dude, talking is not illegal. It's freedom of speech.
What did you gain from this?
What did you gain from it? A little ego trip?
No, I gained more paperwork because you wanted to be an idiot.
Yeah, an idiot, dude. You guys threw me to the ground, dude.
Were you resisting arrest?
I did not. Yeah, I had two guys holding my arms. How's that resisting arrest when you can't move your arms?
Behind your back?
What? No, you had your arm.
You said no, exactly.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, all right. To be clear, all right. What he's saying is I resisted arrest, and actually, two officers were leaning on both of my arms. How do you move an arm behind your back when one is kneeling on your elbow? Yeah, dude.
That big lawyer brain of yours.
Dude, you're cooked, dude. You're cooked.
Can't wait.
And listen, dude, here's the thing. I love you guys more to the moon.
Because no, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
Obviously not.
Dude, my whole company hires hundreds of veterans and police officers and firefighters all day. I love you guys.
No, you don't.
Then homeboy put his hands on me.
You obviously don't. You have zero respect for police.
Bro, you're insane. You
just wanted to start shit for
No, I didn't want to start shit to your buddy put his arms on me, dude. Because I love you guys.
Yeah. I'm sure you
Are you a veteran?
Me?
Yeah.
My dad was.
Yeah, what branch?
Coast Guard.
Love him. Dude, I'm not trying to fight with you guys. I don't want to fight with you guys. But, dude, you know as well as I know that there's a standard that you guys have to uphold. And what you guys did tonight, you took the wrong guy.
No, we didn't.
You did. You guys attacked me because I called 911 on a battery charge because you guys wouldn't arrest the person that put his hands on me.
Why'd you call 911 if there was a cop standing right there in front of you?
Because you didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything.
Yeah, the guy put his hands on me, right? Is that battery?
No.
No, because then you acted like, is it assault or battery?
Yeah, because you were screaming assault.
Yeah.
Mr. Lawyer, you should know the difference.
Okay, dude, and then what'd you do?
My job.
Yeah. Destroyed personal property twice.
Yeah. Whose property did I destroy?
Mine.
Yeah? What's
Yeah.
destroyed?
I don't know. You're sitting on it right now.
No, nothing.
You're sitting on it.
I'm sitting on it?
You took my phone and you threw it to the ground twice.
Your phone right here on the passenger seat.
Yeah. You throw it to the ground?
Remove the phone from your hand, yeah?
Yeah, what's wrong with holding a phone in my hand? Is it a weapon? Is it a weapon?
Were you obstructing my vision?
No, it was on the ground in front of me. Obstructing your
Were
vision?
you holding your phone when we were trying to arrest you?
Arresting for what? For what?
I told you.
What was that?
Use that big lawyer brain.
By the way, dude, hey, I got another one for you. Did you guys read me my rights?
Oh, buddy, you're seriously a lawyer?
Did you read me my rights?
All right, Mr. Lawyer, tell me when we have to read you your rights.
Am I under arrest?
Tell me when we have to read
Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest or am I being detained?
You're absolutely under arrest.
For what?
Tell me when we have
So if I'm under arrest, then you need to read me my rights.
No, Mr.
Did you do it?
That's not how that works, Mr. Lawyer.
When do you have to read me my rights?
When we're asking you incriminating questions.
If I'm under arrest, I have what?
You're under arrest.
For what?
I've explained it.
What is it?
I've explained it.
Yeah, I've explained it. It's not explaining what under arrest is.
Think about it.
You're under arrest. Think about it. Yeah, let's see how that holds up.
Think about what I've explained.
That's why he doesn't know he has the right to remain silent. It's all of the officers' fault that he won't shut up.
To you already. Think about what everybody's explained to you already. Use that big lawyer brain.
The man was charged with misuse of 911, resisting an officer without violence, and disorderly conduct. The case is still pending with no conviction.
Wow. Wow. What a jackhole. The officer kept saying, use that big lawyer brain of yours. I really hope that guy is not really an attorney. If he is, I don't know, maybe he needs to go buy Reagan a beer. Get some tips. Because Reagan's better than that, at least. I don't know, maybe. Hello, Speedromans. Right. Thank you, guys. It was fun tonight, as it always is. You guys are amazing. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.